What's up, y'all?
Will Turbot and Auditing America.
Auditing America.
Fake Mike! New snapbacks! Oh, real news. Hey, yesterday I caught the boomerang shot, guys. Yesterday the boomerang shot was fire, and I caught it on the bounce on the way up, guys. Just joining us, smack the like.
What's up,
Let us know
y'all?
where you're tuning in from.
Auditing America. Bienvenido a Auditing America. Welcome to Auditing America. Smash the like button, guys. Hit the like button on your way in. Please, please, please hit the like button. We'll give it a few moments to let some people tune in. Share this live stream so that we can get more and more people watching our Auditing America. What's up, Twyla?
Chi-Town in the house.
Carrie Smith, what's up? Gabriel, what's up,
Seattle,
Gabriel
shout
from
out
Seattle?
Shout outs to Bill Gates. What
Just
up, just
me.
I just want to tell you guys, please share the video, please share the video, please share the video. Graceway, what's up? Welcome
What's
to
up,
the stream,
Graceway?
Graceway. I just want to say, guys, again, thank you for your donations and sharing the videos. Because of your donations, we're going to go on another trip coming up very soon. Not going to say when or where, but you'll just have to hit the bell for the notifications to see what transpires in the next few days, months, and weeks here in Auditing America.
Auditing America.
And yeah, so you can find Auditing America News, Auditing America News, Auditing America News on Cash App. He's on Instagram, Auditing America. He's on TikTok, Auditing America, and on Facebook, Auditing America. If you don't have those platforms, sign up for those platforms. It's really easy. TikTok takes 1 sec, just like anything else. You just sign up with your email, boom, you're there. Give them a like, share, subscribe. Facebook, Instagram, all the places. Same thing
All the
here.
platforms.
Same thing here. Fake Mike, Real News on all platforms. Cash App, Minds, Facebook, PayPal, Twitter, Discord, Telegram, everything, you know, Facebook, everything.
What's up, Heather?
FakeMikeRealNews.com. Heather Ray TV.
Shoutouts to Heather.
Shoutouts to Way Too Much Guacamole. Mira, dele.
Shoutouts to La Corte Music TV.
La Corte Music in the mother. All right.
Santurce, Bayamón.
And it's important that you guys take your own forms of nonviolent activism. You do your own thing. And sharing the videos is another way of Yonkers in the house.
Yonkers
is another way to help us. Right? It's a free nonviolent way. Men and women become accomplices to those evils they fail to oppose. So if you're out there, you're not doing anything nonviolent to try to change the current paradigm that we're in, well, that means men and women become accomplices to the evil they fail to oppose. So we might not be the best, and you guys might say, you should have said this, you should have did that. If I was there, I would have did this. Well, great. At least we're out here doing stuff. At least we're not becoming accomplices to the evil they fail to oppose. Rest in peace to Stanley Monteith on that. And another quote, which is along the same vein here, we're going to talk about, someone's asking, are we Antifa? Yeah, aight. We don't form groups, guys. We're individuals here. All right?
Smash the like
We're
button.
not Democrats. We're not Republicans. We're not left. We're not right. We're just two guys with a snapback and a fake mic. That's right, guys. Gotta bust in the new snappies. Whoo! The crisp new snappadoos. All right, the next one here, next quote, because we're gonna talk about Mr. America has something he wants to get off his chest, and I'm gonna chime in with some stats and facts and some points as well, too. Another quote here from Stan Monteith. The price that men and women pay for their apathy and indifference towards public affairs is that they are ruled by evil men. Anybody that wants to interview, I already told you guys how to get in touch with me to interview. FakeMikeRealNews@gmail.com, FakeMikeRealNews on Instagram. If you want to debate, I got some debates coming up too. Some people actually agreed. If you want to get in touch with me, anything like that, you got questions, FakeMikeRealNews@gmail.com or FakeMikeRealNews at Instagram. We'll set up interview. We'll talk about whatever you want. We believe in free speech here. All right. And part of the reason we're right now, I'll read the quote, and I want you guys in the chat to see how well you think we're doing here, or what stage we think we're at. Okay, this is from Arthur Schopenhauer, who was a German philosopher. Quote, all truth passes through 3 stages. First, it is ridiculed. Second, it is violently opposed. Third, it is it is accepted as self-evident. So I think when it comes to this auditing, there's 3 stages, right? He says all truth passes through 3 stages. First, it's ridiculed, then it's violently opposed, then it's accepted as self-evident. So right now, I think as far as the auditing community is concerned, we're at the point where we're being ridiculed. People laugh and mock and joke, but that's only the first stage of what truth goes through. Thank you very much. Wow, that is awesome. Thank you so much, Graceway. Very much appreciated. Guys, please share this feed with everybody. Get this video out. So let's talk about this, right? Because, I mean, what we were talking about earlier today is the fact that the public officials, public servants, and these police, they don't get it, Mr. America, do they?
They still don't get it. They don't get it. There's hundreds of millions of views combined between all auditors, at least, you know?
I'd say probably 1 billion at this point.
At least 1 billion.
Between all the auditors and all their subscribers, yeah. I mean, and plus the mainstream news that covers it as well too.
The thing is, there's only, let me represent Kansas City over here. There's only 800,000 plus police officers in the United States. How is it that if there's nearly 1 billion views, the whole world is watching this, these people still act like they are ignorant to our rights, ignorant to the first article of their job, which is the First Amendment? It's the easiest thing. A 5-year-old knows this, you know? So how is it that we have police officers that are supposed to be fully trained? These guys they know it all, right?
I'm not here to debate with you.
They're all about the rules and the laws until they have to follow it. Especially, oh yeah, your rights. No, well, we had an officer say, well, you know, we did swear an oath to the Constitution that we weren't gonna we weren't gonna violate the Constitution, but I didn't swear to make sure that another person don't violate your right.
Yeah, and you know, it's another really funny one that we've gotten a bunch of times here on this channel, Auditing America. Like, share, and subscribe if you're just joining us. Find Auditing America on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. One of the things that we always do is, like, we'll walk into a place and be like, well, you can't film here. And then we'll say, well, is that a rule or is that policy? And they'll say, well, it's policy. And then they'll still try to kick us out or try to stop us from filming, right? And then when the same people do that, then Mr. America says, hey, can I have your name and badge number? And they don't say anything. And then he says, well, isn't your policy to identify yourself? So they care about policy only when it's illegal and breaks the law. But when they have to identify, then they don't care about that policy right there.
Yeah.
Interesting. So yeah, I mean, I think that's an interesting idea that Mr. America brought up earlier, is like, they still don't get it. I mean, they don't get it. Why is that?
I mean, let's just hope that they don't get it. Let's not, wow, Graceway.
Graceway Chapel, thank you so much.
Graceway.
Yeah, everyone go check out Graceway Chapel in Cleveland, Tennessee.
Everybody go support Graceway right now. Make sure you go check out everything that she's got.
Graceway, get in touch with me on Instagram or Gmail. I'd love to have an interview with you or set something up on my channel so we can promote what you guys are doing over there too, because I think that's awesome. Talking Trees, what up? Yeah, last night's show was fire, guys. How many of you guys tuned in last night to see Titus Frost and Memory Hole? Epic show, epic show. Amazing, amazing stuff. So yeah, if you guys didn't check out that live stream last night, go back and check it out. Live stream from last night was very different, very powerful. We really rarely have guests on this channel, but when we do, they're always good. It could be Jordan Maxwell, it could be the inventor of email, it could be, we run out of people.
You know what? I think we should try to go for a second interview with Dr. Shiva.
Yes. As a matter of fact, guys, I owe it to you guys. It's been a long time since I've interviewed Dr. Shiva. And he's a busy little beaver. He is a beaver that is busy. That guy is always working. Always doing a live video, always working on plans, always working on solutions to try to solve things. This guy's a mastermind. He has 4 degrees from MIT. Obviously no slouch, and he also invented what we now call the little ditty called email. Super smart dude, probably the smartest dude I've ever met in my life.
Smash the like button.
Smash the like,
Started watching our
guys,
video.
let's get over 200 watching this right now because this is important information. We're talking about the current system. We're talking about ways to change system. I'm going to welcome your comments here very soon about ways we can change things, different things. I've been running over different ideas. Maybe we could all pool our resources together, and then, you know, one of us has a great idea, like an invention or something, and then we each donate $1 to that person, and that person starts the business, boom, and then we move on to the next practice. Or maybe we do civil disobedience mixed with humor, right? Or, I don't know, I'm gonna see what you guys think, new ways we can do to kind of step our game up, of course, always non-violently, but always make sure that we're having these ideas. So guys, put your thinking snaps on, put your thinking snapbacks on, and start thinking about ways we can non-violently create a more altruistic world. I'm a secret liberal lefty. As a matter of fact, nothing could be my farther from the truth. I actually am not a statist whatsoever. I'm a voluntarist. I believe that if ideas are good enough, you shouldn't have to use violence to enforce them. I believe in consent. So if believing in consent makes me a liberal, then yes, that's right, I am. And, you know, the reason why we need to start doing some of this activism is because Mr. America says these cops are not getting it.
But let's hope that they're not getting it and that they're not doing this on purpose to us.
Yeah,
you know?
What do you think about that,
Because
guys?
maybe some, you know, there are good people and there are bad people. So hopefully we want to believe that it's just, you know, oh, maybe they just don't get it. Oh, like a little kid, you know, oh, they just don't get it. You know, let's try to figure out a way to get them to understand. But imagine if they're actually maliciously doing this towards the citizens.
I think, yeah, you know, Keep It Real says I think it's on purpose. You know, it has to be, though, because, some of it is ignorance. But
no, because, I see them, when we see hundreds of police officers throughout the past 3 years. And you see in their eyes that they strongly believe that what they're saying is correct. I mean, these guys have no clue about the difference between private property and public property. We have these guys saying, well, you know, it's just like Walmart, or it's just, no, it's not. It's not just like Walmart. It's not just like the corner store.
We don't own Walmart.
If I haven't broken the law, you can't tell me to leave, bro. Especially if I'm engaged in a constitutionally protected activity, such as working on a video that's going to be published. Fool. Who do you think you are? Bully?
For real.
Fucking bully. Stop bullying people.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, like, what makes it crazy is, like, a lot of people really believe this, and we're really having to explain to police and government servants throughout the entire country the difference, very basic stuff.
Thank you, Christopher.
Christopher Burgos, thank you very much for the donation. That's going right back into the gas tank, guys. That's going right into the gas tank, and that's going to take us to a city or a small town near you. Like I said...
Also, sorry to interrupt. Guys, if you want us to go to your city, to audit your city, we are more than glad to go over there and meet you guys. But remember, a lot of people don't like us. So we want to believe that all of you that are watching us right now are supporters, but all the time it doesn't happen.
Hey, feds.
So we hope that you guys understand that sometimes we can't trust everyone.
The thing is, let's be honest, Mr. America gets a lot of inboxes. I even get a few inboxes here, and people say nice stuff, and people want to do nice stuff sometimes. And then there's like crazy people that want to hurt us, people that are mentally deranged, and then there's people in between. So, we just got to be careful. Because, it's the internet, right? You know what I'm saying? But we are going to get everywhere eventually. And thanks to donations from Christopher, Graceway, and others, Michael Picard, The Matrix, everyone that's been donating.
The Matrix.
Everyone that's been donating small and large amounts. You guys have taken us to Iowa recently, right? We went to St. Louis, and we got big plans coming up very soon. Not going to say where, when, or with whom. But guess what, guys? You got to hit that young bell for notifications.
Shout outs to Heather Ray.
Shout outs to Heather Ray. Candy Powers, that's right, guys. Shout outs to Candy Powers. Yeah, and so we're out here, we're doing stuff, we're trying. Because, like he said, I feel like they don't get it, which is really weird psychologically because it's very basic to know the difference between public and private property. They'll say, well, this is just like Walmart, or so this is just like Boost Mobile across the street. No, it's not. Boost Mobile doesn't take my money by the barrel of a gun and say, if you don't pay for my cell phone store, we're going to put you in jail. No, that's not how that works. That's not how that works.
We have no business with
We never went to Boost Mobile and be like, I want a free phone.
We have
you
no
work
business
for me.
with Boost Mobile, bro. Okay? I don't even... Who even likes Boost Mobile
Where
anymore?
you at? I still got that. That's my phone. Boost bought up Metro PCS. That's why I got that.
That's a terrible... I don't like that shit.
Hey, you should see me on my sidekick. Killing it. Okay, we'll go into zodiacs later. I'm an Aries with a Libra moon and a Libra rising. In all seriousness, that's a whole nother thing. Yes, we're going down to Nashville.
Man?
We're going down to
Thank you
Nashville.
for your
Who gave that
donation.
donation right there? Let's shout them out. Cap 2 Red Studio. Ooh, I gotta be careful touching the screen. Ow! Woo! The Nature Boy. Woo! Woo! Yeah. I definitely want to go to Nashville. That's one of the places we're gonna go to. It's mad funny because all the rappers love Ric Flair, dog. Yeah,
Everybody got a Ric Flair song.
Every time I turn on a rap video, I see Ric Flair looking at his watch.
Money!
The baddest. Oh man, that guy's awesome. So we're out here. We're trying to do things. Yes, Enrique is a cancer to society. He's a horrible... No, just kidding, guys. So the reason we're out here, we're nonviolent, we're doing activism, and believe it or not, guys, Abraham Lincoln, yep, he was a tyrant too. He was a racist and a tyrant, an unconstitutional tyrant. But this is a great quote from him anyways. Me. The sin of silence when they should protest makes cowards of men. Say that again. The sin of silence when they should protest make cowards of men. Well, you can say, hey, Will, you look pretty dumb speaking into a whisk. Hey, Enrique, no one's ever gonna take you serious with a snapback. But guess what? At least we're not cowards.
Hey, Enrique, stop dressing like a 15-year-old. I don't know, I'm sorry.
I'd be getting comments like, oh, I can't wait till you get arrested again and I get to hear you squeal. Squeal. I'm like, bro, you want to see me squeal? You like listening to other men squeal? Not that channel. Wrong channel, buddy. Weirdos. You get some weird people out there, man. And that's just my family. So can you imagine the rest of people?
Shout outs to Heather.
Shout outs to Heather. Shout outs to Futoy too. Shout outs to Futoy and my boy Theo out there.
What's up, Futoy? That's my boy.
Yes, that's my boy Blue.
My dog.
And so this is another quote by my boy Malcolm X. He says, if you're not ready to die for it, put the word freedom out of your vocabulary. So we need to not be cowards because right now, as Abraham Lincoln says, even the tyrant Abraham Lincoln, the racist tyrant Abraham Lincoln says, the sin of silence when men should protest makes cowards of men. That applies to women's and other genders as well. Obviously, he was also sexist. He's also big. Oh, Live and Direct on the Air. Thank you very much, Live and Direct on the Air. Everyone go check out Live and Direct on the Air. It does great work freeing people who have been illegally incarcerated. And the sin of silence, so we need to get out there. We cannot become cowards. We cannot stay cowards. And even if we have been cowardly in the past, there's always an opportunity to move forward. right? So what we need to do, we'll get to questions in a sec, Talking Trees. Talking Trees always brings up good questions, so save a couple questions. Let me get like 5 minutes here, and then we'll get into some questions here. We need to get out there and be nonviolent, because if there was ever a time to protest, the time is now. The First Amendment is under attack. The right to worship is under attack. I've seen people broken up at funerals. I've seen people arrested for going to church. Me and this guy have been arrested for the First Amendment many times, freedom of press and to protest, right?
I'm almost on my 10th time arrested. I can't wait.
Live and direct on the air. Thank you very much. Check us out on all those platforms there. Please hit the links over there, guys. We really need to do stuff. So I'd be curious to see what you guys are doing and any ideas that you have. Because there's so many different reasons that we need to protest. We can't wait till it gets any worse. I didn't think things could ever get this bad, pardon me. In my life, I never really thought things would get this bad. I thought, sure, maybe in the future things would get really bad, but we'd have time to account for all of this. But unfortunately, we don't. By any barometer, go Buffalo Bills.
Thank you, Clay.
We need to go back to Buffalo.
Thank you so much for your donation.
And eat some buffalo wings. Yes, that's what I want to do. I want the wet naps and the celery and the buffalo all gets all of my beard. I look like a lion.
This guy loves barbecue.
I like buffalo better, but I do like barbecue. Well, the thing is, where I'm from, Providence, they don't have good barbecue. They have good Italian food. They got good seafood.
I like barbecue, but I like more. I'm more of a rice.
This guy loves Asian cuisine. This guy could eat pho. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Graceway Chapel. My goodness.
Graceway.
Guys, I don't know what Graceway Chapel is doing over there. But yes, go support Graceway Chapel. Graceway Chapel. Graceway Chapel. Thank you so much. Wow, that's taken us to another city right there.
George. Oh my God, George.
I've never seen Mr. America do the Matrix. He said, thank you guys so much for blowing us away. This guy could eat Asian cuisine all day, every day. Not me. I like my fried chicken. I like my...
Don't you guys like Vietnamese soup? Pho? What is it? Pho?
Pho. Yeah. So let's get through a couple more quotes here, and then I'll open up the chat for questions. So guys, put your thinking snapbacks on, and so I'm going to open up to you guys, not just for questions, any questions that you have, but also things that you guys are doing out there, or also other ideas that we can be doing. Am I ever going to get a real mic? You snuck it in there early.
Never,
ever again.
We're going to get soon, when things get better, we're going to get an iced out one.
No.
There's going to be diamonds all over this shit.
This
is going to be cold, bro.
I'm going to have to wear a glove. No, that'll never happen. It's always going to be a whisk, though. It's always going to be a whisk, for sure. I went back and forth on that, but yeah.
We're going to get grills, too.
He might. I'm not. It looks bad enough with my tattoo that says Thug Life on my tummy, on my dad bod. We're working on finding a lawyer, but if anybody out there has a good idea. That's right. What
happened?
He's saying that the Bills play Kansas City tomorrow, and he's saying go Bills. So he just did that to.
Bro, I have much love for everybody.
The reason why we wear snapbacks is because it has nothing. It does have something to do with the city, but hip hop culture has always been about snapbacks and also repping where you're from. And Mr. America isn't just from one place. He's Mr. America, right? And so he's went and owned tyrants and done videos all across America. He's lived in several places across this country. And who knows, once we get rich enough, it would be nice to have $30 every once in a while. Because you guys see me, I've been wearing the same clothes for like 3 weeks now, you know what I'm saying? I figured I'd take $8 and buy a shirt, right? Figured I'd throw on some of the old you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna wash up. But I mean, this country is a beautiful place. It really is. I mean, New York City used to be one of the greatest cities that ever lived, and it still is, despite what's going on. I mean, Washington, D.C., Providence, Rhode Island, Boston, right? Augusta, Maine, right? I mean, L.A., right? San Diego is beautiful, right? Kansas City is the ish. Chicago, I mean...
Can you put it right
New Orleans, yeah. I'm going to put the chat up over here, guys, now, so we can be more accessible to you folks. And so, yeah, I'll open it up. See, this is one of my comments. Wow, what a waste of 18 minutes of my life. Should I just read all my comments?
We need to do a video reaction of us to the comments.
Yeah. I feel like this is like, okay, here we go.
Hey, Mr. America, go back to Mexico. I'm like, okay. I go back to Mexico. I love Mexico. I've been there on vacation. It was beautiful. But guess what? I'm not from Mexico.
They'd be like, that's why Trump should have built that wall. I got a comment on one of the videos with Mr. Universal. Shout outs to Mr. Universal SOL, Universal TV SOL TV, and also shout outs. He's definitely not a Cowboys fan. I'll tell you that much. Where nobody here's a Cowboys fan.
No, but I would wear
a Dallas snapback.
Yeah, I wear it because they represent a city from our beautiful country that we are making sure that everyone's rights in this beautiful country is being protected, or at least spreading the word. So that everyone can, help out a little bit, because it's our duty. So we have to go out there and make sure that the government is doing the right thing for us, because that's why we're paying them. So.
All right, guys. So now's the time to start dropping your questions or comments. I'll start reading through. And again, guys, it's going to be tough to read them all because... go super fast, and I'm not a big reader. Jason, yes, you are detained. You cannot leave this live stream until it's over. You're currently detained. Thank you for the kind words, Austin. Yo, Mr. America, Fig Mike, Verdon Police Department, Connecticut. We're going everywhere eventually. And fuck Mike. Yeah, we're gonna get back to we've been to Atlanta. We're going back to Atlanta. Do I just care about money like the Rockefellers? No, if I did, I would have just dedicated my life to working in a corporate job. I could have easily done that. I could have easily been a good old white boy and said, golly, it looks like we got a lot of paperwork. I think I'll be taking this home with me.
Shout outs to Heather.
For crying out loud.
For crying out loud.
Looks like we're gonna need another cup of coffee. Looks like somebody's got a case of the Mondays. We're working on that Graceway Chapel. Yeah, we are working on that. It's a very long, arduous process, especially with the events of the last couple of years. Hey, folks at home, if you didn't know, that's my good eye, my good elbow. So yeah, we are working on it. But again, if anybody wants to put us in touch with a great lawyer, I got a lead for a lawyer today. We're going to be contacting him this upcoming Monday during the week. So who knows? But if you guys know any great lawyers, or if you want to donate brand new snapbacks, find me, Fake Mike Real News at Gmail. But what we really like you guys to do is to share our best videos with people. Definitely check out the video live stream from last night. We're going to check that up. Check up on that. What happened to U.S. Marshals, guys? So we got a follow-up video on that, so stay tuned. We just recorded a follow-up video on that. So we're going to be releasing that maybe tomorrow, or we're at least going to be updating you about that situation.
Yeah, we're going to release it tomorrow.
We're going to release an update on that tomorrow. Axiom, I can see you, but it went by too fast. The thing is, I don't even know if that's a sports player there. Thank you for the super chat, but we don't watch sports. We just don't have the time to watch sports. We will every once in a while, but it's just like we just don't have time.
Clay, I don't know who that is, Papa.
I'm guessing that's a sports player, right, Josh Allen? I'm not sure. Okay, maybe get me in touch with them, Irma. That would be great. If you could, that would be awesome. Let's see. Okay, it's from the Buffalo Bills. Okay, cool. Well, once we go back out to Seattle, last time I was out in Seattle, it was a blur. But yeah, I would like to get a Seattle. You know, I'd like to get a nice Mariner Snappy. Those are cool. I like the old school Mariner Snappy. All right, are we back up?
We're back.
Are we back? We're back. Okay, great. All right, I'm gonna need you guys that stuck with us. Thank you for sticking with us. You guys that really care. So yeah, please share the video so we can get the viewership back up. When you were starting a career with social media, what was your original plan before I started? I clarified that question, gamer. Okay, we're back. Orale. What's up, Jason? All right, yeah, we're back, guys. If you could share with everybody. New Mexico's in the house. Lots of New York. Hit the like, that's right. Boricua aquí, chileando, tranquilito, ya tu sabe. We should stop paying taxes. You know, we need to get enough people to do that, but I don't think we're at that level yet, at least the illegal ones. But that is a great idea. That is a great idea. Yeah, I don't know what just happened either, guys. We had a little interruption there, but hey, we're back, so that's all good. Oh, I'm not Spanish, by the way. I'm a pure gringo. I'm a pure white boy. Biden going after Americans' livelihood. Christopher, we're totally against that. But we're against the Democrats and the Republicans. We don't like either of them here at Auditing America. So, yeah, that's how we feel about that. Biden is a war criminal. He's a tyrant. Yeah, I think that was Xenu. Thank you, Vinny D, for the super chat. Much appreciated. I think Xenu was trying to put some negative stuff in there because he realizes me being the reincarnation of L. Ron Hubbard, they don't like that. So trying to stop me from reclaiming my mansion. Because I told you guys, once we reclaim my mansion, we're having a pool party. You guys can't stay in my mansion forever. But we're gonna have a pool party. And it's gonna be all on Scientology's dime. It might be like a weekend-long pool party. They said Biden is pushing B. In Xenu we trust. Yeah, guys, can we have a moment of silence for Xenu? That was hilarious. Yep, we're having a pool party, guys. Bring your floaties. Mike, sorry about the more conversation last 4th. I'm not sure what you're, someone saying Biden is cute. I'm not sure what you're talking about, Clay, but thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you very much. Yes, I'm glad I look like I'm 15 years old. 15, you ever seen a 15-year-old kid with a beard like this? Hopefully all of the Scientology elite will be there. We're hoping. Is that a snapback? What kind of question is that? What kind of question is that? No, hobo. You guys are funny in the chat. You guys are funny. All right. Let's see. Let's get back to your questions and comments, because otherwise I'm just going to rant on a particular subject. So, the problem we have is people are still sunk into the left-right paradigm. Yeah, we still get a lot of Biden and Trump supporters out there. You're right. We need to wake up people to the fact that the Democrats and the Republicans are run by the same corporations. The Council on Foreign Relations is behind all of them. The Trilateral Commission, they're still following none of them. Someone just asked, do I still talk to Mr. America? No, he just left right now, forever. He's never coming back. And I got his phone, I got his channel. Yeah, of course, yeah, Mr. Universal's part of the Squid Odd. We're gonna be getting up with him very soon. We're gonna be doing some videos. Have we been to Cambridge? Yes, we did some audits out in Cambridge, Mass. Have you done town halls with cameras? Oh, many, hundreds. Do I look like Steven Crowder? Oh, that's an insult. Screw you. Yeah, DC is a cesspool. Brian, thank you. I appreciate you sharing the videos. I appreciate you. Clay, can we get 2 A's? You might just have to hit the bell to find out. Let's see. All right, let's get back to your questions here. Kansas was okay. It's so funny. There's signs on, yes, exactly, SOL, solar facts. There's signs on the highway in Kansas that says, don't let your last words be, I should have got the yikes. No, we went in Polk County, but we didn't see it. You guys see Grady Judge in Polk County? He's like, we got your chain, we got your drugs, and he started doing a rap video. Yo, did you guys know who Grady Judd is down in Polk County Sheriff? Oh my God, this guy is gonna get killed. I don't wish violence.
No, he's not.
No, I don't want to wish violence about anybody. But I mean, he's out here flossing with chains of drug dealers. Like, we got your gold, we got your chain. Like, that guy, you better be careful, man. He's quite an interesting person. Dick, you know my parents. Interesting. How do you know my parents? Oh yeah, I know Michael Picard, professional youth, but he was not the act. It was a different Michael Picard. So thank you to Michael Picard, who is giving very generously on Cash App. Yeah, if anybody wants to find Mr. America on Cash App, it's $ Auditing America News, $ Auditing America News, $ Auditing America News. He's also on Instagram. Find him there. TikTok, if you don't have it, download it. Instagram, if you don't have it, download it. And Facebook, we have a Facebook group over there as well, too. If you guys are just joining, thank you very much, Alex, for the gas money. Yes, and you can donate. Thank you so much, Alex. You can donate directly to me, $ Fake Mike Real News, $ Fake Mike Real News, $ Fake Mike Real News on Cash App. I'm on Instagram, Fake Mike Real News, FakeMikeRealNews.com, Telegram, Fake Mike Real News, Facebook, Twitter, Fake Mike Real News, Fake Mike Real News. And I also have another channel called Eyes on the Audit. That's right. With Theo and Food Toy. And I have another spicy channel. Demand the Truth. Go give a like, share, and subscribe over to that channel. And if you're just joining us, share this video and hit the bell for notifications, because you never know we're gonna be live. Someone says, do I believe the election could be rigged? I believe every election could be rigged. I believe we've been talking about this for years. I believe, remember with George Bush and the hanging Chad? I believe that even before the election, it's rigged, because they don't let certain candidates get in there. Have you ever seen Ron Paul on a mainstream debate stage? Barely. They stole the election in 2012 from Ron Paul. Mitt Romney stole it from the election. That's a good question, Clay. You know, that's a good question. But thank you for the super chat, Clay. You're just smacking us with the super chats. Very much appreciated it. I don't know what that is, Balls Johnson, but welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Thank you for your donations. What's the name of that soap again? HeroSoapCompany.com/Fake Mike. Fake Mike is a promo code. You get 10% off. You're helping vets. It's awesome. Fake Mike, Solar Facts. Yes, live and direct on the air. Everyone go check out Live and Direct on the air. He does great work. He's freed multiple people who have been incarcerated illegally. 1A in Hawaii. Don't mind if I do. Frank, you must be new here. Frank. But yes, we're just auditing America. This isn't auditing Hoboken, New Jersey. We're auditing America. We did pretty much all the East Coast. We did Southeast, we did some of the West Coast, we're doing some of the Midwest, we did Chi-Town, we're doing everywhere. And then when we're done, we're going back around for a second lap. So thank you to everyone that's been donating. You're putting gas in our vehicle to be able to travel to these other places, do FOIA requests, show you what's really going on, and we're actually having a change. There's been memos, there's been changes, people have gotten fired. Right? And that's going to continue to happen thanks to you guys sharing the videos. As a matter of fact, we just went viral again on Facebook with, I think it's like 1.5 million views in a few days with the U.S. Marshals. And so we're following up with that, guys. So check it out. Oh, wow. Watching on a 70-inch. That's pretty cool. Oh, man. Geez, my face on a 70-inch? Oh, guys, in HD. Hold on. Baby Fist, what's going on? Oh yeah, we came to Philly, player. We came to Philly a few times. As a matter of fact, we did the Philly City Hall, we did Philly Police, and we actually went into the Philly Freemasonic Hall. Fake Mike, that's me. What's up? 420. Nice. AFG, welcome to the stream. Good to see you guys. Hillary, welcome back to the stream. We've got Hillary Clinton as always. Hillary Clinton's one of our most avid supporters. Oh yes, of course, provocation is a virtue. Frank, you mean Wisconsin? Dominican Republic in the house. Oh man, Dominican Republic. Shout outs to all my Dominicanos. Madison City. Cash App. Yeah, if people are asking about Cash Apps, top secret rec requests. Yeah, we were talking about that. But yes, it's Wisconsin. Yeah, so Cash App. Mine is fake $ fake Mike Real News. $ fake Mike Real News. $ fake Mike Real News. See, I'm doing the Bernie Sanders hand thing. Fake Mike Real News. If you want to get Will some hot chips and a snapback, go to Fake Mike Real News on Cash App. And if you want to support Auditing America, we're saving up for an RV and gas enough to travel across the whole country. We haven't found any Saudi billionaires, oil tycoons yet. We haven't found any Wall Street investors yet. But you can, if you have extra money, only if you do. The best way to help us out, again, is to share our videos, but you can find $ Auditing America News, $ Auditing America News. One more time, guys, $ Auditing America News on Cash App and give a donation there as well. And it all goes back into this. This is what we do all the time. The other day, you gave generous donations. We were able to go to St. Louis, a city we've never been before. We're also traveling to East St. Louis. And that gave us enough gas to get there, get back. We didn't even eat lunch. We did 7 videos. And then once the business hours were closed at 5 p.m., we went to a little buffet, and I got some fried chicken. That's right. I got my favorite food, some fried chicken, and I was yamming down on some mashed potatoes, and I had a good cup of coffee, and we took the road. We took it. We took it back. Who streets? Oh, streets. Hey, ho. You notice the left chants never change? All right. A couple minutes to discuss your views on the Supreme Court. Oh, wow. What a very thoughtful question and very well respected. Written very well. You love my insight, but I can't talk. Well, I think, this is a great question, right? So I think the Supreme Court really messed up. Oh, yes, Clay. I have a video on my channel. My channel is called Fake Mike Real News. I have my own channel, guys, Fake Mike Real News. I have exclusive videos, exclusive audits, exclusive interviews with Auditing America, amazing people. Martin Luther King Jr., maybe the last ever interview with John McAfee. Fake Mike Real News. Hit like, share, and subscribe. I have a whole video talking about that called, and Trump is also in the title along with what you just said. Supreme Court. So in 1803, Marbury versus Madison came along, and it created something that we now know and have all come to love, called judicial review, which basically allows the Supreme Court to be the arbiters of what is and what is not constitutional. So you hear that all the time. It's commonplace. The Supreme Court ruled it was unconstitutional. The Supreme Court, like for example, with Biden, his latest, he was trying to force men to have dates, and the Supreme Court shot it down, saying it was unconstitutional. However, that's great that they did that. I agree, but the problem is the Supreme Court shouldn't be the arbiters of what is or what is not constitutional. And this is something that we get into all the time with public servants and police officers is, well, what, you got a law degree? Oh, well, I'm not here to argue with you. No, the Constitution, although it's a very flawed document, it's better than most other forms of government that we've ever had, although imperfect, and I'm not a statist myself. But the Constitution is written in very plain English. It's not esoteric. It's not very long-winded. There's not a lot of extra adjectives. It's very short and direct. The right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Pretty simple, plain English, right? So our founders, and you can read this in the writings of our founders, although most of them were racist slaveholders. Shout out to Thomas Paine, who was not a slaveholder. He was an abolitionist, and he also had some interesting things to say about Christianity that you might want to read. But, you know, you get it. The founding fathers, flawed and imperfect, but they all said that, you know, Thomas Jefferson, look, James Madison, when they're crafting the Constitution, and if you read the Federalist Papers, the Anti-Federalist Papers, they wanted to make this something that was very easy to understand and accessible to everybody. So 1803, Marbury versus Madison comes along, and the Supreme Court takes it upon themselves to establish judicial review. We've had it ever since, and the Supreme Court doesn't decide what's constitutional or not. That Constitution does. It's written in there in simple, plain English. So, another thing about judges is there's no specifications as to whether there should be term limits when it comes to judges, right? They're basically elected for life, and I don't think that's a great idea. And you know, that now we got people like Elena Kagan, who is a Supreme Court justice, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe before becoming a Supreme Court judge, she'd never been a judge before. I believe she just worked for Goldman Sachs. So that should tell you something about the way things work here in America. Team America, Mr. America, F yeah. Should cover Tiger Kings. You know, I'm probably the only person in the world that didn't watch it. I've literally watched bare minimum, I would say at least 20 to 30,000 documentaries in my life, bare minimum, and I never watched the Tiger King. I'm just one of those people that hates like what everybody's doing. I kind of like wait and then I'll get into it. So I don't even know what happened there. But I really should. I should have caught up by now. But why? Why should I go to that? I don't know. Maybe you should audit the Tiger King. I don't know. So maybe it is a big deal and I don't know it about that. So, all right, let's get back to your questions and comments here because I was on a rant. Great question, Bob. Yeah, St. Louis, Mr. America was telling me behind the scenes the other day, have two Cash App Auditing America. It's Auditing America News. Because they might be confused, guys. There's only one real one. There's only one real Auditing America Cash App. Write it down right now. It's Auditing America News. I'm sure there's plenty of trolls that go online and try to steal donations. Auditing America News Auditing America News at Cash App, Auditing America News at Cash App, Auditing America News at Cash App, Fake Mike Real News, Fake Mike Real News, Fake Mike Real News on Cash App and all platforms. Please share the videos. So yeah, let's get back to your questions and comments here. So yeah, that's partially the reason we're doing something. Yeah, exactly. Thomas Jefferson owned slaves, had a black child. His lineage actually still continues today with his Mike. Okay, yeah, talking trees. Yeah, what was your question? Talking trees question because I'm very easily distracted. As you guys can tell, and plus this chat goes super fast. It's not like Fake Mike Real News where it's only my uncle in there who's like, hey Will, you're looking good today, Will. Why don't you come clean my basement? So Nation of Islam and Malcolm X, great question. That's right. Graceway Chapel, guys. Everyone go over to Graceway Chapel, Cleveland, Tennessee on YouTube. Graceway Chapel, Cleveland, Tennessee on YouTube. One more time, Graceway Chapel, Cleveland, Tennessee on YouTube. Help support the First Amendment right. Help support them. Thank you very much, Graceway Chapel. So the Nation of Islam and Malcolm X. So most people don't know this, but I'm friends Clay, the real ones hurting America with net zero value. You're gonna have to rephrase that because it went too fast. Thank you for the super chat again, Clay. You've been on fire today. But you don't have to super chat. Just write that, and I'll answer it after this question first about the Nation of Islam and Malcolm X. I could be wrong about this. There's certain things that I'll tell you where I'm speculating. I'm telling you where I'm not speculating. Here's where I'm not speculating. Noble Drew Ali. From the Moore Science Temple of Science. I don't know, I'm not a Moore. But he created, what we know today as modern Moore science. Correct me if I'm wrong, Moore's out there. And when he passed, Elijah Muhammad was one of those people who wanted to succeed him. as the head of the Moorish Science Temple. And he was not chosen as the successor, so then he went and created the Nation of Islam as his own offshoot of what the Prophet Noble Drew Ali had done. One of the things to keep in mind, I think, in all groups is why I think our movement needs to be mainly decentralized is power corrupts and absolute, power corrupts absolutely. And what you'll see is with the Stanford prison experiment and with Milgram's experiment is, I believe it was 65% of people would go to a level of torture and even death just because they were told to do so from an authoritative figure. So people are easily, so it's easy to let power go to your head, unfortunately. And so it's just a human aphrodisiac that's very difficult for most people to resist, which is why I do not believe in having power and decentralizing power. And I do believe that when Malcolm, and now this is speculation. Thank you very much, Lucas. I saw that you sent a Cash App to Mr. America. Thank you very much. Didn't see how much or didn't see what you wrote. We'll definitely take a look at that. Thank you very much, Lucas, for the donation on Cash App. You guys can find Auditing America News, Auditing America News, Auditing America News, and Fake Mike Real News, Fake Mike Real News, Fake Mike Reels on Cash App and all the other platforms. Yeah, 65% says Aussie Girl. Yeah. And then I believe, now this is where this is getting speculative here. I believe that Malcolm X was definitely well, we know that MLK was killed by the government. Even Congress has established that now. And he was preaching nonviolence. And one of the things that I think the white establishment of the time, talking about the FBI and so forth, was very keen about is they did like the fact that Malcolm X was pro-black and also didn't necessarily like white people. However, when he took his trip to his pilgrimage to Mecca, he came back and said, you know what, we're all one people. We're all, he said, I saw Muslims that were light-skinned. I saw Muslims that were this and da-da-da. And he came back from that, not only just a threat to the white power establishment of the time, but also as a threat to the Nation of Islam itself. He'd become even bigger than the Nation of Islam itself, and his ideas were transcending. So I think that contributed in a way to his demise. So, but I'm sure there's people in the chat that are probably far more educated on this than I am. Okay, so I'll get back to your questions, guys. I know I definitely can't read and, and try to do that at the same time. Please share the video. So, yeah, okay, what's your question there, gamer? Give it to me again. So any other questions? And yeah, maybe you guys have some insight on that. There's racism everywhere. Yeah, there's racism even in Freemasonry. There's racism out there all the time, all sorts of people, unfortunately. It's just unfortunate that we're still, like, people really think that because you have a little more, a little less melanin, you're some type of a different creature. It's really bizarre to think that we've come so far and people be like, I don't like that person. Okay, instead of top chat. Okay, do we have it on top chat here? I don't know. Just keep asking the questions and I'll read it, dude. Sorry, because the phone's in a precarious place. Let me take a little sip of water. I'm drinking smat water, dude. Detroit's here. Okay. Here's a question. Will, can you answer this? The real ones hurting in America aren't really, or it's the Native. I would argue both. But yes, the Native Americans are. I don't, that's an interesting question. I've never even thought about that, Yellow. Do I think Martin Luther King would have been the first black president? I honestly don't think at that time they were ready for a black president, even Martin Luther King. I mean, what most people don't realize that are alive today, people think, that Martin Luther King was just this heroic person, but a lot of people hated Martin Luther King Jr. during his day. They said several racist stuff. They thought there was a communist. And people have also sent me information. I've never went down this rabbit hole. I'm sorry to people that sent me that information. I will eventually get down to that rabbit hole. But I believe they sent me pictures. I don't know if they're photoshopped or not, that he was somehow working with the Rockefellers, I don't know, or the Rothschilds, or he was part of this communist plot. I don't know if that's true, but he wasn't even very much liked that much in his day. So I think even if he was a good guy, I think that would have been difficult, but a very good question. Okay, we finally got your question. What was I doing before the career we are now, and what made you decide what you're doing? Well, we'll ask that to Mr. America too. We got it now, MLG Fusion Gamer. What was I doing before this? So I did a number of things. I worked in retail. I did retail management. I worked in a whole bunch of jobs. I worked at retail. And since my activism, I've also worked a number of jobs too, and continue to work jobs. Sometimes when I'm traveling, you know, I'm gonna have to leave that job or come back to that job or start a new job. So that happens. But basically, one day in 2002, I was outside of the DMV with my friends. We went in, took a ticket because it takes mad long, went across the street to, and we started talking, and for whatever reason, I started diagnosing the back of the dollar bill, and I heard the word Illuminati, and I was like, and I started talking about stuff that I didn't even really put together. And I didn't think about it for a while, and then 6 months to a year later, I was about to work out, so I threw on Wu-Tang Forever Disc 2, the CD, which I hadn't listened to in a long time. And then the song Impossible came on, and Riz is talking about microchips, third eyes, and then you guys says, thug people on some hardcore body, get you together for the Illuminati hits. What up? Yeah, right, the Matrix Revolution. Guys, everyone go check out my boy's channel, show him some love, tell him good old fake Michael sent you. So I was like, oh yeah, Illuminati, that's that word again. And then so then I went to probably like 2005, 2006, I really got on YouTube and Google, and that's when the internet was really popping, and I typed in Illuminati into YouTube and Google, and I looked up every result, and I listened. And there were certain things that were true that I had to verify. It took me a long time to verify the stuff, and certain things that were not true. So for the next several years, I was verifying while I was working jobs. One of the major things was 9/11, the Federal Reserve banking system. And I really spent like 2 or 3 years researching those until I came to the point where it was like, yeah, actually, some of this stuff doesn't make up. Yeah, what the hell is up with the Bohemian Grove? Yeah, things are a lot weirder than I initially realized. Yeah, there is a Bilderberg Grove. So then I started talking a whole bunch of junk. And then everyone was like, hey, well, you talk so much shit. What are you doing about it? I was like, well, that's a very fair point. You're right. Maybe I should do something about it. So I set up a meeting with every single person that would come, from friends to family to ex-teachers, anybody that I knew, put it on social media. I was like, all right, guys, well, here are the problems. What do you think we can do about it? So then over that time, then we had a group. We started doing park cleanups. We started doing food drives. We started having meetings, discussing ideas. I started doing YouTube videos. I started having protests, and I started doing a small radio show. Then I met up with Mr. America. So yeah, we were basically just regular dudes, and we still are regular dudes, right? There's nothing changed. We're just now. It's just been a slow progression of activism before all that. And Mr. America is the same, just like me. You're right. It's not a real mic. It's a fake mic. Real news. I'm sorry. You're allowed to stay. I'm a tyrant on this channel. No, so yeah, it's just been a slow progression. Good for you, Mahalio. My pleasure. I'll answer any question that you guys have. We'll answer a few more questions. You guys are being awesome tonight, asking great questions. If you're just joining, no, what is that, Rob? What do you think about the obsession with the mother plane? I don't know what the, that's a good, that's a good question. I brought actually, if you want the answer to that, that was the last question that I asked our guest last night, Memory Hold and Titus Frost. So I kind of threw a curveball at him with the whole UFOs and NASA thing. So I think it would be good for you guys to go check out the video, the live stream we did yesterday, World's Biggest Secrets Exposed with Memory Hold and Titus Frost. Find them on all platforms. Memory Hold, HOLD, and Titus Frost, some of my favorite YouTubers and digital personalities out there. So we went kind of in depth into that. So please check out that whole video, but we answered that question in the last, thank you very much, Sean, in the last segment, if you will, there. If you will. What kind of, where did that even start of, if you will? Like, someone gonna say, no, I won't, I will not allow that? Good question. Has China been preparing us? You know, I think all forms of government have their own, well, not all, but the major governments out there have their own bio stuff, and they've been working on it. And we even signed a treaty with Russia, and I think in the 60s, and in 1972 or 1980, Russia didn't go along with it. Good evening, John. And we've, of course, also broken that too. So, yeah, that's a very dangerous and interesting point that you talk about, because when you talk about bioweapons, you could talk about things that could be specifically used to, sorry guys, I'm a big Taylor Swift fan, and sometimes I leave the boombox going. Yeah, where was I going? I'm just having a total Swiftie here. What's going on? I see large donations. No, people are just supporting us. Very much appreciate them doing that. Someone's in the hospital. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Jacqueline. How can we help you? Yeah, we're okay. Valiant Thor. Who's Valiant Thor? Are you talking about the mythical god Thor, the Marvel character? Oh, Jacqueline, I'm so sorry to hear that. What exactly is Freemasons masonry stuff you talk about? Freemasonry is a open society with secrets, or known as a fraternal organization. They were created, I believe, in 1613 in England. Got you. They're created in 1613, I want to say, in England. That's the York Rite. And then maybe 1733, I forget, here in the United States, the Scottish Rite. I forget. Either way, 1600s, 1700s, but they themselves draw their lineage back to at least the pyramid builders, and or all. You really got to watch some stuff into Freemasons. But I have a quote up here, which Albert Pike, who is a 33rd degree Freemason, which is supposedly the highest of the high that you can get, but I believe that there's higher than that. He was also a Confederate general, and some believe he was involved in the creation of the Ku Klux Klan. And he says Freemasonry is identical to the ancient mysteries. So to me, that kind of talks about the mysteries of Rosicrucianism, talking about Plato, Pythagoras, you know, where you enter under the Tractus. I should do a whole stream on Freemasonry. It's very interesting. Most of the signers of the Declaration of Independence were Masons. Several of our presidents have been Masons. A lot of the astronauts are Masons. A lot of judges, a lot of high-ranking police, and you know, I can't tell you what exactly goes on in Freemasonry, because in order to do that, I would have to join, and then I would have to. As a matter of fact, Live and Direct is a Mason, so he could tell us. Oh yeah, Todd's in the house. What up, Todd? Me and Todd got some work to do. Just kidding. I have work to do. When did you start doing Auditing America, and what got you wanting to do that, Mr. America? When did you start, says Grace Chapel, and what made you want to do that?
What was the question again? I'm sorry?
Grace Wade Chapel is asking, when did you start Auditing America, and what inspired you to do so?
I started doing Auditing America in October 2018. And, you know, I've been through situations where I was pretty sure that my rights were violated, but I wasn't 100% sure. And then I started watching these police videos on the internet, came across First Amendment audits, and I said that's the best way to protest and keep an eye on your government, to let them know that, hey, we're the bosses. You know, we're keeping an eye on you, and this is a new era where, hey, you do something today, tomorrow 1 million, 2 million people see it, and it doesn't take the mainstream news to tell the world anymore, my friend. Yeah. Everybody have the power to show others what's going on.
Yeah, so how long have you had your channel out for now?
3 years.
3 years? It's more than 3 years now, but at least 3 years. So yeah, great questions, guys. Let's see, what other questions do we got here? Mr. America and I met about 3 years ago, roughly maybe 2.5, 3, at least 3 years ago. And I was already doing activism in Providence, Rhode Island. That's where I'm from. It's my hometown, my home city. And I saw him on the newspaper saying, man arrested, First Amendment. And I know all the activists. Trunks, I'm not ignoring you. I can't see your comments. Trunks, spam me with your comments. Cameras everywhere. Thank you very much. Everyone go check out my pimp, Cameras Everywhere. Just keep asking the questions. I'll get to it. So yeah, I saw him on the newspaper. I was like, dude, I know all the activists in Rhode Island. Who is this guy? I don't know who the hell this guy is. I got to meet him. So somebody that I knew him, and there was like an Occupy Wall Street anniversary picnic, and we both met there. And I was trying to tell him what I did. He was trying to tell me what he did. Then he hit me up a couple days later. You want to go auditing? I didn't really even know what auditing was. And then we both got arrested in one socket. And then after that, you know, we basically been taking on tyrants since then, you know. We went after not just the police, but we went after, you know, politicians, political candidates, personalities, and so forth. So yeah, that's how we met. We've been doing the damn thing ever since. You know what I'm saying? Repping. So yeah, okay. Let's see these comments. What do we got here? What is your opinion on the? Okay, hold on. Oops, cancel that. What is your opinion on the global economic difference between the AAA powerhouse countries and their ever-expanding GDPs compared to the less fortunate? Well, the thing is, even the powerhouse GDP countries, they're still run, almost every single one of them, pretty much every one of them, especially the United States, which also props up a lot of these other economies. A lot of these other economies, first, second, and third world, are interdependent on the United States for the global economy. And our current economy is based on the Federal Reserve banking system. The Federal Reserve banking system is neither federal and doesn't have any reserves. They print money out of thin air. It's against Article 1, Section 8 of the Constitution. And they are the real power center of this. They're the reason why inflation is over 90-something, 93%. They're the reason we've lost all of our purchasing power. They're the reason our economy is so bad, because they print money out of thin air. There's no gold to back it. They're the true evil robber barons of our time. And, you know, the Federal Reserve has never been properly audited. I mean, Mr. America and myself, we've audited quite a few Federal Reserves, smoking blunts while doing so. However, they've never been properly financially audited. So until we get the Federal Reserve, I mean, honestly, until we get the Federal Reserve fractional reserve banking system under control, there's really not much. The entire global economy is inevitably going to crash unless we get that under control. I know that sounds hyperbolic, but it's absolutely the truth. All right, so let's see your questions here, guys. Again, if you're just joining, please smack the like, hit the bell for notifications. You can find me, fakemikerealnews.com, Cash App, Fake Mike Real News, Instagram, Fake Mike Real News, Twitter, Fake Mike Real News. Demand the Truth on YouTube, Fake Mike Real News on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, all those platforms, Discord, Minds, PayPal, all that stuff, Patreon. Also, find Mr. America. Thank you for all the donations. $ Auditing America News on Cash App, $ Auditing America News on Cash App. Also find Auditing America on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Find them on all the platforms. Cameras everywhere. Mr. America and I never not get along, and why? Yeah, his music sucks. He doesn't understand real hip hop, dog. Now, me and Mr. America, I mean, of course we have debates all the time about things, but you know, I mean, sure, certain people get on your nerves from time to time, you know what I'm saying? But that happens with everybody. But besides that, I mean, me and Mr. America get along famously. We got a lot in common. I like to do my things. What's that? Yeah, I mean, it's actually, you know, he's probably, if not my best friend I ever had, one of my best friends. I mean, he's allowed me to live my dream of speaking to millions of people, all the stuff that I've been keeping inside for a long time. He gave me an audience. He's taken care of me. But more importantly, even if he didn't do all of that, he is going back to how we first met. Like, I mean, I used to be the only person in Rhode Island doing it. Not the only person. Shout outs to Dan Badandi and a whole bunch of other people out there that do great work. But for the longest time, you know, when Dan started having a family and stuff, it was just me. It was just me. I'd be the one confronting Gina Raimondo. I'd be the one confronting all these people. And this is a air camera. You know, people play air guitar. By the way, I'm selling air guitars, guys. I'm selling air guitars. If you want this little piece right here, $1 million for this air guitar. So yeah, I mean, it just felt great to, I mean, it sucked the first time we got arrested. I'm like, okay, this is not fun. But then we went to an event the next week where the old man stole my microphone and we owned David Cicilline, Jack Reed. I mean, we just owned everybody. And after that, I was like, oh man, it's awesome to have someone to match my firepower, my energy to go into the belly of beast and own people, right? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we get along pretty well, actually. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, am I still following up on the missing children? Great question, great point. So it's really difficult. So 800,000 children roughly go missing in this country annually, 20 to 25 a day in Rhode Island. Now, during the course of the last few years, we've had Trista Piccola, former head of the DCYF, leave. We've had Gina Raimondo, who was the governor, leave. So there's really no place to get accountability. And the last time I tried to ask Dan McKee, who was the current governor, about this, he laughed in my face and then I was arrested. So that's the current situation on that. There's still people out there. There's still DCYF. By the way, if you're tuning in from across the country, DCYF is Department of Children, Youth, and Families. In other states, it might be DCF, might be CPS, Child Protective Services, and so on and so forth, different names, different states. So yeah, I'm always curious about that. I've also been doing some public records requests that I'm looking to see. But unfortunately, when it comes to Child Protective Services and DCYF, because they use the excuse that they're minors to hide everything from you. I don't need their blood type. I don't need their social. I don't need to know their family. But you should. It's like really like pulling teeth to get that information. And I do believe that's one of the number one things that we need. Do need to address as a country. So yeah, I mean, I would implore you guys to non-violently get involved with that too. How many public records have you actually been given? Well, we've been doing this for a while now. So dozens, probably not hundreds yet, but dozens. We've been getting dozens. And I'm getting new ones in all the time. So we're going to be updating you with those as they come to me. So, you know, stay tuned, because on our lives, that's what we will do on our lives, is we'll also go ahead and check out some of these different FOIAs. So I think we're going to call it a night here, guys. I appreciate you guys vibing with us. Very much appreciate it. So if we didn't get to your question this time, stay tuned. We will get to your question next time. We're going to have FOIAs. We got brand new videos coming out tomorrow, brand new videos Monday. We're going to be doing traveling thanks to your generous donations. You can find Auditing America, Cash App, Auditing America News, Auditing America News, Auditing America News. You can find me on Cash App, Fake Mike Real News, Fake Mike Real News, Fake Mike Real News. I'm on Instagram, Fake Mike Real News. He's on Instagram, Auditing America. We're both on Facebook. Will Turbot, Enrique Torres, Auditing America, Auditing America. He's on TikTok. I'm on. And guys, when this is done, please take your favorite video from Auditing America and share it. It's absolutely free. It takes 2 seconds. Find your favorite video, share it with everybody you know. Also, give me a like, share, and subscribe to Fake Mike Real News and Demand the Truth. We're going to keep doing our thing. We're going to keep being nonviolent. We're going to keep facing down tyrants. And we're all going to do it with a couple snapbacks and Fake Mike Real News. Peace out, folks. See you real soon.